Well, changing weather patterns are having a big impact on Georgia's crops, and the Farm Service Agency wants farmers to know how they can get help. 41 NBC's Andrew Willis visited Gibbs Vineyard to find out what resources are available to farmers and how students are preparing to enter the agriculture industry.
Agriculture is a big part of Georgia's economy. How big? According to Arthur Tripp, Executive Director of the Georgia Farm Service Agency, 1 in 7 jobs in the state is related to agriculture.
Agriculture is not just for one type of person. It doesn't matter if you're from the farm or if you from an inner city area. Agriculture is so important.
With Georgia agriculture facing high input costs, severe weather, and low crop production, it's crucial farmers have access to federal aid. So when disaster strikes, the United States Department of Agriculture's Farm Service Agency can offer support. Tripp says the agency sets aside $10 billion for disaster relief in Georgia every year.
Right now we're entering hurricane season. We're also entering the summer months, which is we get into a lot of dry and sometimes drought conditions. We have federal programs that are automatically triggered when we enter a drought designation. That's a big deal.
Another threat to agriculture? Labor shortages. Tripp says within the next 10 years, nearly 50% of agriculture producers in the U.S. will reach retirement age. That's why it's important for agencies like the FSA and the National Black Growers Council to cultivate the next generation of farmers. At Fort Valley State University, students are preparing for the agriculture industry by getting hands-on experience. Dean of Agriculture, Dr. Keith Howard, says it's an area where black people are underrepresented.
We need good workers, and there's so many opportunities in ag. And so that's what this is about, exposure.
Students from FVSU came out to Gibbs Vineyard for Model Farm Field Day, where they saw equipment demonstrations and toured the farm. Arthur Tripp says it's important for all agricultural producers to take part in the USDA's Census of Agriculture, so their voices can be heard.
Agriculture is a diverse array of voices, and we need to be sure that we are doing our programs and policies in an equitable and an inclusive manner, and so that's why we're here today.
In Byramville, Andrew Willis, 41 NBC News.
And Tripp says it's important, especially in the summer, to report dry and drought conditions. Just call your local USDA Service Center to ask about free federal assistance programs like disaster recovery, credit safety nets, and conservation resources.